What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Socrates. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Isis. His name is Shadowfaxx. This is Overhaul Mod 0.5 today, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm excited to see how this one's going to go, because look at this. Socrates is playing Atlantean, and Atlantean is very, very different. The Citizen, look at this, 105 HP. Look at this, 2 population. You might remember that Atlantean from pre-patch is 3 population. So Atlantean has got a lot more economy that they need to manage now. The villages are ever so slightly faster to make up for this change. Whether or not this is necessary, I'm not sure. I did try them out at, I believe, 3.6 speed. I've moved them back to 3.4 speed because some people were saying that it seemed like a little bit of an unnecessary change. So I just wanted to ensure that we keep trying and seeing exactly what is good and what is bad. But we'll see how the game is going to progress nonetheless. Also, the big Egyptian changes are that no mercenary, but faster and bigger economy. Whether or not this is broken remains to be seen. We've seen a lot of Egyptian success thus far, though, on this patch. So it very well might be true that Egyptian is no good. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of other changes, though. Atlantean is one of the biggest changed civilizations in Overhaul patch. Two population economic units is just the start of the chaos with this civilization. The next changes are Arcus. They are available in the Archaic Age. I should probably see what's happening here. Arcus are available in the Archaic Age. Turma are 3 population now. The Destroyer is now available in the counter barracks in the Heroic Age as a counter infantry unit. The Fire Siphon in the Palace is now a melee siege-esque unit, and the Cairo Ballast is now a Mythic Age ranged siege unit. Very excited to see how it's all going to work. As we do see the scales of Catoplopas here, I can't 100% remember what this relic does. Scales of Catoplopas. For some reason, that's not in here. Let me see if I can find my relic update notes and find what this is, because I know this one was changed. Catoplopas. Archers, 5% hack armor. I'm not sure if the guys know this. Archers, 5% hack armor. Tell Shadowfaxx. All right, so everyone advancing now, and we're off to the races. Let's turn this thing back on. Okay, so we see Anubis coming through for Shadowfaxx. Socrates is going through Prometheus. No surprises there, even though this is a bit off. Not sure what's going on there, but okay. As the temple is getting moved towards the forward position, and Shadowfaxx, I don't think he's even got a monument. Well, he's got 1 monument up at the moment. A little bit late on that one. No problems, as he is going to be going for what looks to me to be somewhat of a classical fight here, sending his villagers up over onto this position. The obelisks are all up here for Shadowfaxx as well, so he's got good line of sight. There's another relic over here, which is the Dwarven Calipers. I believe this is also different as well. Dwarven Calipers. No, I didn't change that one. Siege units cheaper is still exactly the same. Just can't remember how it's going. I don't know. Anyways, we do see the villagers coming over onto this position. Do we have any barracks? Yes, we do. Shadowfaxx dropping 2 barracks here. We've got counter barracks, military barracks coming down for Socrates. Interested to see what he's going to be training out of these. Obviously, Turma. Turma are a really, really good counter Anubite unit for Socrates. Why? Because they've got 6 track rating, and the Anubites, they've only got 5.3 speed, as he is looking to send them around. You don't want to manually heroize the turma though, as the Anubite is in. Turma about to pop out, and he could get himself out an Arcus here. An Arcus is not a bad idea either, as the heroes jumping in. There's the Turma, and look at the damage coming through immediately there as the Turma runs forward. 5.3 speed, 5.3 speed Anubite. The reason why this is kind of fine, in my opinion, is that the Anubite and the Turma move at the same speed. So they should be able to trade a little bit if they get into each other's way. And that allows the Turma to make that happen. As Necropolis coming through here for Shadowfaxx, he wants a lot more favor in this game. The Obelisk is going to be going down over here as well, as the Spearmen are starting to come out. The Promethean Offspring searching around for stuff to do here, as more Turma are coming out. And it does look like Socrates is going to start making some Arcus now as well, as he sees the classical fight coming. I like this idea here. The big difference, though, is that these Arcus, until they're champion, they don't have that 20 range. They're only sitting at 16 range in the classical age, which, if you guys aren't aware, is the same range as a slinger. So it allows these guys to kind of duke it out on a fairly equal footing, as the serpents have been all taken out. The villagers can now move over onto their gazelle and enjoy that. And the Shadowfaxx Spearmen searching around, looking for something to do here. As it looks to me like Shadowfaxx, he's dropping his armor, he's staying one town center, and he's going for the heroic age as fast as he can. But this is always a dangerous thing, trying to cut units and go heroic age, because it's kind of like a risky move, because if your opponent catches you doing this, catches you out, you're in for a bit of a rude shock, as the villagers will be retreating away. The Turma will be moving in onto this position, getting some receiving a little bit of fire there from the rest of those units, and the Turma has to retreat back. But Shadowfaxx on the way to the heroic age, sitting at 49 population. Socrates still pumping units out here. Turma, Mermillo coming through, as a random Spearman does spot the citizen here of Socrates. And Nephthys well and truly on its way now for Shadowfaxx. Is up on this position. We do see a nice temple here from Socrates, as the Oracle Scout is in here. The army of Socrates is going to be pushing forward. You have to be fairly quick on your feet with these Turma to hit the enemy units. You probably want to separate them from the Mermillo group here. And you don't really want to overbuild them either, is the general change that came from these Turma, because they deal a lot more damage. They're dealing 6.6 damage a second, but they do take quite a while to wind up that shot. So if you've got, say, 6 Turma and you shoot one slinger, the slinger will 100% die, but you're overkilling that slinger by quite a bit. As Nephthys about to come through, I'm interested in seeing if Shadowfaxx is going to be going for mass Scorpion Man here, or what his idea is going to be at this point, as Socrates pushes through there. Going to be retreating back. Don't see any town center up just yet for Socrates. Farms coming down in the main base here as well. I like these farms right next to the manor. This is the big advantage of playing Atlantean. As you don't have to put them next to your town center. In fact, I think it's advisable to not put the farms next to your town center, as Atlantean town centers are a little bit weaker. It's better to put buildings around said town center and put farms around your manors and things like that, or around your sentry towers, as they're equally as defendable. As the Scorpion Man comes over here, we'll be able to pick off these Prometheans, as Socrates not paying attention. Nice play from Shadowfaxx, so that's concerned, as he's getting his Migdol stronghold up in the center of the map. Socrates now pushing through onto this fight here. There's the Anubite almost going down. Great micro here from Shadowfaxx, but that Turma hero will be able to snipe the Anubite over there nicely. But you have to keep the Turma alive here, as Socrates here going to have to retreat back for the time being. Bringing in some more units here. He does have the Hero Arcus. The big difference with the Hero Arcus and the non-Arcus is the Hero Arcus goes up to 20 range, which is a big help in the early game. This is all geared into helping Atlantean a little bit in that classical age against some of the more obnoxious strategies that Atlantean has to deal with, while also taking some power away from the obnoxious pure Turma spam. Whether or not that's the thing that's actually ended up happening, I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see as prosperity is coming through. It looks like Socrates is gearing up to go to the next age. Shadowfaxx here has got himself a pickaxe. With the prosperity on this location here, he's going to get a lot of gold income. So siege works coming down. Very expensive siege works at the moment. 100 gold. But obviously with the bonus economy, that is kind of the reason for it in some degree or shape or form there. As the slinger comes over, going to be able to snipe down that Arcus nicely. Well played there from Shadowfaxx, not overreacting. Socrates throwing away some units in this game. As now Hyperion is on the way here for Socrates. The big power spike that comes for Atlantean doesn't really come in the heroic gauge anymore. As I'm not sure why this is the portraits are all wrong here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they're all wrong. As the cavalry coming through onto this position, villagers popping out of the manor. Going to be retreating back home. So town center now coming up for Shadowfaxx on this position. And on this position, double town centers here for Shadowfaxx. An interesting idea. We'll see if he's going to get punished for it. Socrates, while he's going to the heroic age now, he's got a lot of resources in the bank. He's going to be able to get some siege out and some things like that. He might be thinking about going into destroyers here, but that's not really... Destroyer Arcus isn't really a composition available to Atlantean anymore. And there's a lot more other spicy things you can kind of do with Atlantean, especially when you get to the Mythic Age. You have to wait on that one to some degree as the Scorpion Man retreats back. A couple of units getting trained into this location. Still no town centers up over here. Socrates actually getting a market up, looking to do some sort of a Mythic Age timing push. I mean, Implode here would be really, really strong if you can get that one out fast enough. As the Chariot Archer goes down, Turma, very, 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 very good against the Archers now. They are very much doing what they're supposed to do against Archers, as opposed to kind of what they do otherwise. So there's not really a point in this game where, in my opinion, in this patch, where Turma fall off, so to speak. They're always going to be useful so long as you micro. So we do see a nice chaos there getting dropped down as the army has to retreat away. And Socrates comes in, deals with that nicely. As a palace now coming down onto this position to help defend the gold mine. Only one villager building this one up. You could probably afford to put a handful more of these villagers. It's going to be something that Atlantean players are going to have to get used to, is the idea that one villager building a building is only worth 2 villagers now instead of 3. So would you ever build a fortress with only 2 villagers? Answer, probably no. You'd probably build it with 6. As we do see Socrates now trying to shoot this one up here with a handful more villagers, dropping that down. As the citizen going to get taken out. Citizens do have a lot less HP, so they do fall much, much faster. Mythic Age still not coming through here for Socrates. Lots of wood in the bank. I'm not sure what he's saving that wood for at the moment, as there's the palace. The palace is up, and the minions are going to be retreating away. Citizens pushing forward to shank down the siege towers over here as well. 1 citizen goes down. 2 citizen goes down. 3 citizen goes down. And Socrates here kind of just decides to tap out of nowhere. Not really sure what he was trying to do here in this game, as he's been kind of beaten up. And this one needs more time to study. Atlantean is really, really changed. The economy felt strange. Of course, it feels strange. You have to really, really understand what it's doing. I definitely think Atlantean is good. I don't think it's not good. I think Atlantean is playable in its current state. I played Tunison with this sort of economy, and Tunison made Aranos feel really, really good. Yeah. But yeah, lots to learn here for the Atlantean players. But we'll see if it's actually how it goes or not. I don't really know. but a fun game nonetheless. Maybe we'll see some more games coming after this. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.